Modern astronomy meets ancient wisdom. A discussion on how modern astronomy aligns with ancient astrological practices, blending science with spirituality. Oh, travelers, let me tell you a tale of worlds meeting, not in the heavens, but here on earth. It's a tale of how ancient wisdom and modern science, the realms that once seemed as far apart as the stars themselves, are now coming together, like the convergence of two mighty rivers. One flows from the past, steeped in stories and symbols, while the other surges forth from the present, brimming with data and discoveries. And as strange as it may sound, these two currents are finally finding their way toward each other. In the days of my youth, long before the invention of telescopes and satellites, we ancient ones relied on our intuition, our hearts, and the patterns we sensed in the world around us. To us, the stars were not merely dots of light, but symbols, guides, and mirrors of our own lives. Wise men, shamans, and mystics could read the skies, as though they were reading the leaves in a pond. Each constellation, each planet was a storyteller. The movements of the planets, the gentle waltz of the stars through the seasons, even the brilliant flash of a comet across the sky, all had meanings. This knowledge, or as I like to call it, the ancient wisdom, wasn't merely about predicting what would happen next week. It was about understanding ourselves, our place in the grand scheme of things. For every birth, every journey, every great decision, the heavens offered guidance. Ancient astrologers saw how the cosmos influenced not just the harvest or the tides, but the nature of each person's soul, their purpose, their path. They knew that there were forces, energies, and influences at work far beyond our comprehension, yet close enough to shape our daily lives. Then came a shift. Humans, ever curious, built tools to gaze deeper into the night, seeking knowledge through lenses of glass rather than hearts. With the invention of the telescope, humanity entered a new era, the era of modern astronomy. Now, what was once a mystery became measurable. Stars weren't gods or spirits. They were burning balls of gas, light years away. Planets weren't divine messengers, but massive spheres orbiting a distant sun. Comets were no longer omens. They were icy travelers crossing the solar system in regular cycles. Many wise folk feared that this new science would erode the mystery and wonder of the stars. And indeed, for a time, it seemed so. Just gas, the scientists would say. Just rock and ice, they insisted. The magic, they argued, was only an illusion. They measured distances, charted orbits, and analyzed the light of distant galaxies. And while their knowledge was extraordinary, something essential seemed to be slipping away. Yet, my friends, as dragons know all too well, wisdom has a way of waiting for the right moment. You see, even as science continued to explore the stars, something unexpected happened. Scientists began to discover mysteries in the heavens that even their instruments couldn't explain. Dark matter, dark energy, the bending of space and time concepts that defied simple measurements. They found that the universe wasn't just a place of predictable laws, but a vast mystery full of unseen forces, powerful energies, and connections that science was only beginning to glimpse. So, the scientists began looking back to the wisdom of the ancients, rediscovering what the mystics and sages had long believed, that the universe is interconnected, that all life, all matter, and all energy are woven together in a cosmic dance. This realization became a bridge between the realms of modern science and ancient understanding. Now, I hear the most curious of scientists saying things that sound, well, rather mystical. They talk of entanglement, where particles light years apart are somehow connected, moving in harmony, as though joined by an invisible thread. And doesn't that sound like the unity that ancient wisdom spoke of? Or consider the notion of cosmic resonance, where celestial bodies, like planets and stars, influence each other, creating ripples of energy that spread across the cosmos. The very principles of astrology, where each planet's position affects life here on Earth, are beginning to look, in some ways, not so unlike the patterns that physicists observe. Even more curious is how science is now beginning to uncover that consciousness itself may play a role in the fabric of reality. Think of that. young travelers. The ancient sages spoke of this, too, when they said that the universe was born from a single thought, a single pulse of divine consciousness. And now, after centuries of seeing themselves as separate from the cosmos, scientists are wondering if perhaps, just perhaps, the observer, the consciousness itself, is part of the universe's design. The questions science is asking now sound almost like the sacred chants of the ancient temple halls, seeking to know the one who sees all, the light behind the light. Today, the wisdom of the ancients and the discoveries of modern astronomy walk side by side once more. It's as though the stars themselves have drawn us back into harmony with them, not just as points of light to be measured, but as mysteries to be honored, guides to be followed. So, my dear ones, remember this: in the dance between ancient wisdom and modern science lies the true magic of the cosmos. Science gives us the tools to explore, while wisdom offers the heart to understand. Together, they reveal a universe not only vast and mighty, but filled with a sense of purpose, connection, and endless wonder.